Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Zenless Zone Zero video, and today I'm going to talk about the W engines in the Battle Pass. If you take that $10 plunge or that $20 plunge into the, and I want to get this right, into the new Iridu City Fund Growth Plan, which is a whole lot of words that I'm going to shorten to call Battle Pass, you get an A rank W engine you get to pick. Which one should you pick? I think there are better choices to make than others. I'm going to walk you through my thought process here, tell you which one I'm going to pick when I make this purchase and why. Now, before I do that, I want to mention, I do think this is worth, right? If you click this right here, the unlock new Iridu City Funds, told you it's way more words, Battle Pass, you have a $10 option and a $20 option. Both of those are going to unlock this bottom level of rewards as you level up your new Iridu City Fund. In terms of like bang for your buck, I think the $10 one here is about some of the best bang for your buck you're going to get in this game. If you're looking to become a low spender, like maybe you've been a free-to-play player but you want to drop a few bucks, this is about the best $10 you could drop on the game. There's also the $5, daily polychrome reward. I think that's super good value. So it's money well spent, in my opinion, if you're enjoying the game. Now, once you buy that, you unlock this growth plan, and I'm going to throw the full screen of the game, not my face on the screen, and we're going to go through your options here, because when you make the purchase, if you make the purchase, you get a Great Builder certificate. You turn that Great Builder certificate in for one of these W engines. Okay, you only get to pick one, so which one should you choose? I want to go through them one at a time, but I want to start by eliminating a few and why I would eliminate them. I'm going to start by eliminating, in my opinion, the support character one. Now, it's good. The Unfettered Game Ball is a fine W engine, and basically all your support characters could use it. The problem is the Mark II and Mark III support engines are really good as well, and they're B ranks, so you already have access to a couple really strong B rank options that you could instantly 5-star. And since you could instantly max out a B rank W engine that is just a little bit worse than this, I would just stick with that one and make my throw my $10 into another area. Also, your support characters might not be hard carrying your squads, so maybe it's better to use it somewhere else. Next one, and kind of in that same line, I want to talk about the 6-shooter. Now, I don't feel as strongly about the B rank option, the Vortex Arrow, that could replace the 6-shooter, but for stun characters, the Vortex Arrow is just fine as a B rank option, and I think the Steam Oven, which is better than this. I think the Steam Oven is a better version of the 6-shooter. So if you have the Steam Oven, I think you're set there. And if you don't, you could just use the Vortex Arrow, the B rank, instead of the 6-shooter. So those are my thoughts on those two. That's why I won't be picking them. Now, let's talk about the tank one, the Spring Embrace. It's pretty good. In fact, it's the best in slot for the only tank we have in the game, which is Ben. And that's probably why I'm not going to pick it. Even though I might play Ben, like he is a currently like rotational experimental piece of my main team. I'll put my face on the screen so you know I'm not joking. I love Ben, but unless Ben is your main dude, or we get a new defense character in the game, and that new defense character does not come with like a W engine that they like better, Spring Embrace is only good for Ben. Right now, Ben's the only one in the game, so for that reason I am staying away from Spring Embrace for now, and I would probably advise that you do too. The advanced stat on it is attack 25%. Ben doesn't even scale off attack, he scales off of defense, so I feel like there's going to be better defense options later, and we just have such a lack of defense characters right now. I'll stay away from the Spring's Embrace. Okay, that leaves us with the assault version, your DPS one, and the Kiss of Death right here. I mean, this one, these both look really cool. Let's start with the Cannon Rotor, the attack specialty W engine. Now, personally for me, and I'll put my face back on the screen here, I love this one. I love this one. I don't think it's best in slot on any attack specialty character in the game. I think all the attack specialty characters in the game have a better option than this. But if you plan on using a lot of attack specialty characters, and maybe you're lacking in like they're tailored to them W engine. I want to call it a light cone so bad. If you don't have their specific one, this is a great generic option. One of the things I like about it the most is the advanced stat on it is crit rate 20%. You're going to be building your attack characters into critting later in the game. Getting 20% more crit right here, I feel like my Soldier 11 is going to pop off if I can get 20% more crit. Now that's at level 60. At level 0, it's only 8, but as you level that up, it'll go up. One thing I do want to mention, increase attack by 12%. This is the passive effect on it. Landing a critical hit on an enemy will inflict an additional 200% of attack as damage. I do want to mention something about this. This seems really overpowered. And the first time I read this, I was like, oh my God, you get a 200% scaling attack every 6 seconds. So like when you're just beating on them every 6 seconds, you're going to pop them for that? Kind of. The thing that I think holds this one back a little bit is that this 200% attack is a physical attack. It's a physical attack. It does not change element based on which character you're using, and it cannot crit. So if it could, if the element adapted to what character you were using and it could crit, this might be one of the best in slot W engines in the game for attack people. Since it doesn't, I still think it's really dang good, and it's one of my top 2 options. It's one of the ones I'm looking at really hard. The other one I'm looking at really hard is the Electro Lip Gloss. Now, I wrote some notes down about this one. This one's for anomaly characters. It gives base attack and anomaly proficiency as the advanced stat. What anomaly proficiency does, it does not help you proc anomaly faster. It makes, like, you know, anomaly is that circle to the right of a unit. You fill it up and you either like burn them, or with the physical characters you like pop them for a bunch of damage. Anomaly proficiency will make whatever your anomaly is hit harder. It makes it do more damage. So this is really good for those reasons. Then, for characters with the anomaly specialty, the following effects can be triggered. Kiss of Death. When there are enemies afflicted with a tribute anomaly on the field, so if you proc it, the equipper's attack increases by 10% and they deal an additional 15% more damage to the target. So if you're like maining an anomaly character, if you have an anomaly character that you're trying to have do a bunch of damage, this will amplify their damage in a huge way. And if you are somehow ever able to dupe it all the way out, it's an up to 25% damage increase. Now, it's only 15% at 1 copy, but it's still good at 1 copy, and it goes up for each copy that you get. I think this thing is like an absolute banger for your anomaly characters. However, I'm going to jump out of here for a second. However, there is another really good option for anomaly characters. Piper here is an anomaly character, for example. You do have the option of the Rainforest Gourmet. I think the Rainforest Gourmet is very similar and very good. It also has, it also has anomaly proficiency as an advanced stat that will level up to be that 75, just like the others. The Dinner's Ready passive is for every 10 energy consumed, the equipper gains a buff that increases attack by 2.5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. The duration of each stack is calculated separately. So both of these W engines are focused on anomaly characters hitting harder when they proc their anomaly and doing more damage while they're on the field. I personally think Rainforest Gourmet, it's probably about that same power level. For me, something that's making my decision maybe a little bit easier and making me lean more towards the cannon rotor is for Piper, my only anomaly character. I already have Roaring Ride, which is her, unique one, it's her special one, and it's her best in slot. So I don't need to use the Rainforest Gourmet on her. So if I ever do another anomaly character, of which there are only her and Grace, yeah, I'm looking at, only her and Grace are the anomaly characters in the game. So, I'll stick this on Piper, and I don't need something else for her yet. So that's something to consider, and that's probably why for me, and I'll go ahead and just tell you guys this, my choice is going to be the cannon rotor. I just think it's something that I can level. I can use my limited resources that I have. I can throw them in here, because once you're getting stuff past that level 20, level 30 point, it starts getting expensive. So I'm gonna level the cannon rotor, and then, for my DPS characters, if I ever decide to use another one, I can instantly just slot this over to them and feel pretty good about it. Okay, so that's, whoop, my face is gone. There I am. That's how I'm thinking about these things. If you have any more questions about them, drop them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any questions. This is just, there's no tier list for this, right? There's nothing out there that says which one is best for what. Like I said, if you love Ben, if Ben is your main guy, his best in slot W engine is literally on there. But for my account, and this is my thought process, and I hope that me walking through that maybe helps you make your decision. If you decide to spend that 10 bucks, I'm going to spend that 10 bucks pretty soon. And so that's the decision I'm going to make. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.